welcome back to a brand new video. Today it's me, Dragon Coder, and Fire Dragon.
Hey guys! So like you guys know, this is our secondary channel, Fun Time with Programming Dragon. That in this channel we will just be doing fun things with teaching things, with things, talking about things. So it's like three in one, basically.
Yeah, and now getting to today's episode, we're going to be telling you the top 5 programming languages in 2021.
Yep, guys. So let's just go on. Let's just go.
Yeah, so before we begin, we're just telling you that the order we're going to tell this languages is that the least languages is the ones that they're still very good, but they're not as good as the ones at the top position.
So basically, like the top five programming languages. So we will go from number five to number one.
Yeah, so now let's just get started. Number 5 is HTML.
Yeah. So guys, HTML is right now in our channel, Programming Dragons. We are teaching you guys HTML. It is not a bad language, guys. You really need it for web development. Without HTML, you guys can't develop a website. So it's really useful. Then almost everyone who knows coding or programming has the knowledge of HTML. So if you're having trouble with something, you could ask someone. Basically, it has a large community. Then HTML is kind of a easy language. Like it's kind of an easy language. It's not that hard. It's not really hard because it's not confusing. Like usually programming languages, like not all, but some are confusing to learn. HTML is a very simple language to learn.
Yeah, so HTML, it kind of has a very long syntax. You have to put a lot of tags or elements. If you don't know what those are, you can check out our channel. But people, when they look at basic code of HTML, seeing that there's so many lines, they automatically think that it's kind of hard, and they try to find another language. But that's not true. Once you start actually learning HTML, you will learn that all those long lines of code, they're just pretty basic and they're almost the same in every website. So if you memorize it, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, guys. Like every website needs all of those tags for the website structure to form.
Yeah. And also, just like a side note, HTML is not really a language. A language is when you tell instructions and the computer will follow it. But HTML is a markup language, so you're just designing websites and stuff.
Yeah. So HTML, like CSS goes with HTML, guys. So sorry we weren't talking about it, but CSS version 3 goes with HTML version 5. Like it's not like CSS 3 is another markup language. Like some people think it is, some people think it isn't. But we think CSS 3 goes with HTML version 5.
Yeah, so HTML makes your website, so it puts on Google, see this Google part, that's HTML. They put a heading, say Google, and this bar thing, and this button, and these links, they're all HTML. And CSS is the designing part, like this background of this blue thing with the ocean. It's CSS. They put an image, so.
Yeah, it's just it's CSS is like the background.
Yeah, and CSS can design your stuff and all. So basically, we're trying to say, just check HTML. It's not a language, but you can definitely check it out. It's very useful, and it'll help you.
If you guys want to learn HTML, you could check out our content, Programming Dragons, which is our main channel.
Okay, now moving on to number 4, it is C++. C++ is a language that has been around for a long time. It's been around for 1979. So people might think computers weren't even invented back then, but people were already coding back then. So
Yep.
C++ has been around for a long time. So Microsoft and all those developers, they kind of had a long time to work on it. And C++ also has a very big community. So if you have a question, you can go to Stack Overflow or somewhere, and usually someone will answer your question.
Yeah. Or you guys can just check it out on YouTube. Like YouTube has like almost every content available.
Yeah. And like C++, it is like pretty hard, but like once you learn it, it's like it pays off. C++ is very useful. You can do it for many things, including game development. So you can make a lot of games like Fortnite or many other games. It's like the boss of the gaming industry. Many games run on CSS and they need CSS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys.
And CSS is also like it's kind of hard, but you can just look in YouTube or in tutorials and you'll learn it. It's actually pretty good. And now moving on to the third language, it is Java. Not JavaScript, it's just Java. And Java is like
Yeah.
it's also kind of like C++, and
Yeah.
like
So
you
Java is basically used for app development and game development, like Dragon Coder was saying, is kind of like C++. So Java is like it's not. I don't know like if I should say it's hard or if it's easy. Like because like it's really in the middle. Like a few things are confusing in Java, like kind of a few programming languages are, but it's easy to understand. Plus, on YouTube, if you guys want to learn Java, every content is available. We know for sure that soon we will start doing Java in our channel, Programming Dragon.
Yep, and Java, it's mainly used for applications or apps. Like you can code something and you can view it on your phone or something. It's really useful for like app sort of things. And yeah.
But like Java is not really used for web development, according to our research guys about it. Like Java, it not really goes with web development that much.
Yeah. Now, like moving on to the second language, it's JavaScript. So, Java and JavaScript are like two different things. They're like very different. Like, JavaScript is a web development thing. Like, you can use Java for apps, right? But I'm pretty sure you can try using JavaScript for apps. But
Yeah,
JavaScript was
JavaScript,
pretty much invented for web development.
yeah, JavaScript I'm sure can be used for apps. The apps, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So like before we explained what HTML and CSS are, so HTML like it makes your website with all your words and stuff. CSS makes it colorful with background images, background colors and all those things. But JavaScript like makes it interactive. Like in Google, it's the text box is here and this word inside the text box in here, the buttons in here, but for them to actually work, so like when you click on something, for it to actually like do something and a pop-up for it to come, you need JavaScript. For example, when I click here and I type like anything, for example, if I type in tiger or something, the JavaScript works and it actually takes my input of tigers, and now it takes me to this Detroit Tigers baseball team page and
Yeah.
stuff like
So we
that.
scroll down like so, and guys, basically, like if you like, I know you guys might bookmark some tabs. Like there's like because of the bookmark option. I'm sure JavaScript is used for that also. If you guys want to go to Google Hangouts and you want to type and you want to like click on some Hangouts there, JavaScript is used there. For YouTube, if you want to click for YouTube, JavaScript is used. Really, JavaScript is used for all of every language.
Yeah, so like even these
Everything.
buttons, when I click this plus sign, a new tab will come and the website will be added. When I click on this X, the website will be closed, and JavaScript is very, very, very useful. And now moving on to number one, the first, like one of the best languages in 2021, if not the best. It's so amazing and very easy to learn. It is Python.
So guys, Python is one of the most beginner-friendly languages. Like in HTML, you need to like first create like 10 tags, then you guys can only create your website. Like Python is not, it's like main thing. It's not really in web development. It's like goes in like it could, but it could be used for web development, app development, game development. Really, it could be used for anything. Plus, Python is a like you could type your first Python code in like 5 words. That's how easy it is.
Yeah, Python, as Fire Dragon said, it can be used for many, many things. You can make games, you can make apps, you can make websites with frameworks, you can make app like extensions, you can make downloadable stuff, you can make like almost everything that you can possibly imagine on a computer. Python is like very amazing. You can do so many things. And as Fire Dragon said, it's very simple. So, like for example, in like let's say JavaScript or HTML, you need to put all your tags, and then finally you can put P and then whatever you want to say, like hello world. But in Python, you only need one line. Just print quotation marks with inside parentheses, and then just say what you want, like hello world, and it'll come.
Yeah.
Like it all sounds confusing, but if you go to a tutorial or somewhere, you will like understand. And also, Programming Dragons is like planning to make a Python course pretty soon. So stay tuned for that.
And guys, Python, like Dragon Quarter said, Python is available on every content. Also, plus it has a super large community. Almost every programmer knows Python. So if you're confused on anything, you could watch it on YouTube, or you could just ask someone you know who knows programming.
Or you can just type it in a forum like Stack Overflow. Like I said, for other languages, you can just type it in there, and eventually someone will reply with like what to do to fix your error.
Yep. So guys, these 5 languages were the top 5 languages in 2021 according to what we researched. So please stay tuned and check out our main channel, Programming Dragons, plus this channel, and subscribe to both of these channels. And bye.
Yep. And one last thing before like we leave is that those 5 languages are the best according to our research, but there are so many more languages. So like don't just learn those 5. If you want, you can learn so much more. So stay tuned because we will also like be posting many tutorials. Like for now we're doing HTML, but once we finish many HTML topics, we might go on to Python or JavaScript. So stay tuned for those.
Okay, guys, bye.
Bye. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.